Hi everyone, this is Ravy81 and I'm here to show you the next iteration of the block rotating device that I've been working on, which has moved on from this. However, the inspiration, as I've told you before, is Mumbo Jumbo's combination lock. This is designed on the concept that there's three dual rotating dials, one that would in theory be a number of coloured blocks, and the other, the glass one, would be holding the combination. So as it rotates round, when you line up the correct combination, it would operate some sort of lock or door or what have you. It is modular, so in theory you can replicate these across. So they're all one block wide. Down the side is some of the circuitry that could be put at the back if you wanted to, or depends how you want to build it. Now once you've decided your code, you then set the lock by using a block swapper at the back. That would actually put a number of redstone blocks in a certain position, and then this is represented by the light that comes on here. The way that is done is there is an AND gate behind here, a little bit complex and maybe able to get a bit neater, but this is how I came up with my AND gate for this device, so it came inside. However, if any one block is removed, I'll remove this one because this is based on a piston. That switches it off. Piston would pull that block out of the place, but I'm just doing it by destroying it for now. And again, you can see the light going off there. So all three blocks have to be in a line for the switch to operate. Now, as you can see, this is just a rotating dial with four pistons pushing the blocks around. A little bit of obsidian just to keep things in place so they don't go out of sequence. Just keeps things nice and neat. But it's a fairly simple modular design, and you can probably replicate it simply by just looking at how I've built it. However, if I get some likes or feedback, I'm quite happy to do a bit of a demonstration. What I'd like to do in my next video is actually produce a fully working combination lock. Obviously we'll do a bit of housekeeping where we would tidy up the system, so you would actually see the code through some sort of window, so it looks a bit more like a lock. But really, just for now, the concept was to show you the mechanics behind it, which I'm pretty happy with. It's all come from Mumbo Jumbo's design, which I have tried to reproduce from memory, knowing roughly how he achieved it, especially the two dials, one for the actual combination and one for the visual element of the lock. But it was quite, it's not the easiest thing to do if you don't do this sort of redstone all the time, but I think I've come up with a pretty good design. I'm just going to now put it into a working version, and then we'll be good to go. But I think generally it will work now. As you rotate the device, you can see the light went off, which indicates that the redstone is not in the correct sequence. However, if I demonstrate it, you can see the redstone moving around in the combination dial next to the code dial, which in the next iteration will be all different coloured blocks, and each section, each twin dial section will be separated so they can be operated independently. However, as demonstration purposes, once the redstone blocks are in the correct position, the light comes on to represent the lock as operated. You can then, of course, take out the redstone blocks, change the combination, and then reset it again. Now, I think Mumbo Jumbo's design was used the glass because it was about conducting a circuit, which isn't the way I've done this. I've used the redstone blocks. I can't remember exactly how he achieved it, but this is my design, what I came up with. I'm pretty happy with it. Of course, it's not quite the finished article, but I'll be doing that in my next video. But I'll be really pleased with some feedback. Tell me what you think of it, preferably positive. Hopefully you might have a crack at building it just for a bit of fun. And I will see you in my last and final video, hopefully with a fully working version. Take care for now. Thank you. Bye bye.